So I'm sure that you would all love to hear from the artist rather than from me. But before we turn the mic over, I just wanted to say a very big thank you to the sponsors for this exhibition, those people who make it possible to host free exhibitions in this beautiful space. So a great heartfelt thank you goes out to Wilson Chevrolet, Wilson Ford, Le Centre Culturel Artem. Lionel says we can't forget to give this to you. Thank you very much for your support. And of course, a huge thank you goes out to many volunteers at the Temiskaming Art Gallery, as well as our staff and our board of directors who are here today and help make all of our events and programming possible. Thank you.
Borealis, it's based on nature, and I think his work, Terry's work, is much closer to nature than mine. He has a different vision of nature. He can go out in the bush and see something and bring it home and turn it into a piece of art, where I'm just imagination and creativity and trying to remember landscapes and stuff. So my work, mine is impressions of landscape, whereas Terry, he goes directly and gets nature and produces this beautiful artwork. And I'd like to thank David from Wilson Chevrolet and Wilson's board for sponsoring. Also, Artem, merci beaucoup. Thank you to everybody for being here, and thank you especially to Terry.
Yeah, I don't know really why I'm here. Lionel invited me. I helped Lionel with a couple of metalwork sculptures. There would need some welding done in that. And I always show him the different things I found or made or whatever. But I call it bush art or shed art. If I found it in the bush, it's bush art. If it hangs on the shed, it's shed art. But anyway, there's not really a ton of thought put into it. But you just see something different in each piece. And I've never exhibited any kind of works and all that. So there's a lot more to it than I would have thought. There's just another thing, if you have a name for all the pieces, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, no, that doesn't work. Like, so I had the grandkids with me, and I said, you gotta help me name this stuff. And being 5 and 6 years old, so they just started rattling off names. I said, no, you gotta think about it a bit. Like, put your hand there and study it. So the two of them were doing that. So the one with the pileated woodpecker holes, they said, what made those holes there, big ramps? I said, the pileated woodpecker. They said, we'll call it pecker. I was like, I don't think that's gonna go. You gotta add a little French to it to get a little more mistake. So that's why it's called caca. So I like, the whole thing's gotta be fun. If you're gonna do something like that, and my son Addison and I, we trap. So we found stuff around trapping and that, and we take it all to the fur shows, and all the stands are lower, because the kids just love coming, touching the stuff and doing whatever. So that's sort of the reason for it, and I've saturated the family market, so I'm here now. Anyways, that's about all. Thanks, Lionel, for the invite. Thanks, Art Gallery.